Welcome, race fans! Tonight we take to Chicagoland here with the IWCR Truck Series, and this is going to be a good race here. I just know it. These 1.5 mile tracks always produce some great racing. First off, we're going to try to get somebody up here to the booth to talk to us. So give me 1 minute here and we'll find somebody. I've got a couple of people lined up, so hold on a minute here. I'll see if I can find, let's see, where did he go? Okay, there he is. We'll have Dalton England in the booth. Dalton, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy, Rudy.
Well, I've been watching some of these guys out here pretty fast. You are the fastest out there in practice. What did you find tonight? I know you don't want to give away any secrets, but have you found something that has really made this truck hook up well?
I mean, I don't really want to say we found a lot. We really haven't found that much, but we've kind of been finding a little bit. I really haven't put enough time this week. It's really going to show in the race later in the runs. Hopefully it doesn't, but I'm sure it will. We found a little bit this week as we have last week, and I mean last week we were the class of the field, and I didn't think anybody was going to beat me unless I made a mistake, because there's one point I had a 3-second lead and then the internet dropped. So I was really confident last week. I'm not as confident this week, although Mark and Scott Russell have been working on the setup. It's pretty fast. Without them, I mean, this week would have been nothing for me. I'd probably be sitting like 20th on the charts right now, so big thanks to them.
Well, you think you can lay down a good qualifying lap and get up there and possibly lead the first lap of this race and go on from there and do a dominating performance like you did last week until your internet gave out? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I really hope we can. That was a qualifying lap I put up there, and pretty much looks like the top 8 or so are in all in qualifying trim, so I'm not really worried about qualifying. I know if I don't mess up, I'll be starting top 5, no problem. It's just a matter of hitting my marks for that one lap that matters. Well, 2 laps, but I usually only run 1. So I'll try everything I can, because I know track position means a lot here. And hopefully it'll be like Homestead again, where, you know, around lap 80 or so we can start running up near the top, because this is 125 laps like Homestead, and Homestead was really fun towards the end, where you could actually move around and, you know, try out different lines. I don't expect to see 3 and 4 different. I expect it to be around the bottom, but 1 and 2 should be pretty interesting with the amount of fall off after 25-30 laps.
Roger that. All right, well, good luck out there, Dalton. We're going to try to get a word in with somebody else here real quick. Good luck tonight, and hopefully you can bring it to victory lane tonight to kind of recuperate from last week.
Thanks, Shirley. I want to give a shout out real quick to a friend of mine that's watching tonight. Big thanks to Chance Siskowski for watching. Hopefully put on a good show for him. This is first race watching me, and hopefully we can do something good tonight.
Awesome. That's awesome. It's always great to have somebody in chat that you know and they're rooting you on, you know. So we'll try to pay attention to chat here and see if they do give you some roots out there, you know, kind of rooting you on. And good luck tonight, brother.
Thank you.
All right. I got one more guy here, and we're about to go qualifying here pretty quick. Kevin Spalding, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, how's the truck running for you out there tonight? I see you're not really up on the top of the grid, but how's the truck feeling?
Honestly, it's a little tight. It's kind of scary right now. We're usually in a position where we're able to put some guys up there in the top 10 near the board. Let's just hope in the long run it really sits down and it does good, and them tires look good, because we're missing something right now as far as the speed goes.
Interesting. Well, how much of a factor do you think the dynamic track is going to have into play here tonight as far as making a multi-groove track.
I think the possibility is very real. I've been able to go out and run laps high, and I've been able to run them low down there at the bottom. It should be really interesting. I think that bottom's going to get a little slick. There's going to be a push out of 2 for a lot of guys, I think.
Awesome. All right. Very cool. All right. Well, we'll wish you good luck out here. You got about 2.5 minutes to finish up practice, and go get them, brother. And I hope to see you in victory lane because you've been really strong lately.
Well, the other guys have. I've been pulling a Pearson. I've been there at the end.
There you go. That's what you got to do. And I wonder, that I haven't seen Mr. Pearson tonight.
I believe he is in the great state of Illinois.
Ah, that's a great state. Okay.
Well.
Just kidding. All right. Good luck, Kevin.
Take care, Rudy. Have a great broadcast.
You too. Have a good race. Okay, so coming down to it here, folks. We've only got about 1 minute and 40 seconds left here. And hello, Chance. Good to see you. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button. We like to have our subscribers, and that kind of locks you into the next subscriber race that we'll be putting. I think we're going to have another one here. The one that we had here a couple of weeks ago, actually it was October 10th, went over really, really well. Everybody really enjoyed themselves, had a great race, and it was a lot of fun. We ran Cadillacs at Michigan, and I think we're going to do something like that again. But please make sure you hit that subscribe button, Chance, and anybody else that's out there watching, make sure you hit that subscribe button, please. All right, less than a minute away, and we'll be going live here with the qualifying. So stay with us, folks. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back here shortly to play our national anthem. Play our national anthem here while they're getting ready to qualify and kicking things off. So, and good luck to all the drivers out there tonight because they're all going to need it. Boy, they got to stay away from that white line. I see Craig Hawkins just caught that white line. Not what you'll want to do on a track like this. So, oh, he just popped the motor on that too. So, guys out here trying to run their fastest lap, see what they can do for qualifying. Just a couple of seconds left in practice. And by the way, just so everybody knows, they did finally get trading paint back up and running just a little bit ago. I tried it here about 13-14 minutes ago. It is working, so thankfully everybody's got their trading paints. All right, we will be right back.
And now, the most famous words in motorsports. Gentlemen, start your engine!
All right. Well, Dalton England actually laying down a pretty fast lap here. Don't know if that's going to hold up or not. We'll have to wait and see. but fastest in practice. Let's see if he can hold it up here for qualifying. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night, folks, for the SRA Truck Series. It'll be about 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on MaxSpeedTV. That is their Truck Series, starting a brand new season tomorrow night. They just finished up their season just 2 weeks ago, and brand new season starting tomorrow night. No, you know what? Wait a minute. Yeah, we'll be here. We'll be here tomorrow night. I was thinking maybe they were off this week, but I'm not really positive on that. I think they are off, but I don't remember. I have a short-term memory. That's all the medicine I'm on. Takes my memory away. Sorry about that. But anyhow, tune in. It'll be a great race. They always put on a great race. Another one of the premium leagues here in iRacing, SRA, Sim Racing Authority. IWCR, definitely a premium league. They are one of the tops out there. They're very popular amongst a lot of the great drivers, and they're really, really ready to rock and roll here tonight, I believe. Oh, Johnny Reed Foley's in there. Hey! I don't see him in TeamSpeak. I don't know where he's at in TeamSpeak. I don't see him. He's not in TeamSpeak. Nope. Interesting. But he is out on the track. Well, I didn't get no notice that you subscribed, Chance. Oh, you must not subscribed. That's fine. Well, you know, that's up to you. I'm not like trying to hold a gun to your head to make you subscribe, but we like to have our subscribers. I mean, you know, that's kind of what has built us up to having over 1,000 subscribers now, and you know, just kind of pushing on people, trying to, you know, get them to subscribe to the YouTube channel. But we are here 7 nights a week now. We will be here 7 nights a week on YouTube. We were doing SRA on Twitch, but I talked them into letting me do YouTube, and I think they're really going to like it. I don't know. I got to get over and talk to them a little bit more about it. We just talked briefly about it, and but I think everybody's really liking the YouTube, and the thing of it is you can actually, the broadcasts do come out a little bit better, I think. I do like broadcasting to Twitch and then pushing it up to YouTube. I think the quality, you know, it's like, it's doubly enhanced or something. I don't know. You know, Twitch does their refining on it, and then YouTube does their refining on it, and it does come out really, really awesome. But you know, I do like broadcasting up to YouTube. I think it's I don't know, it just seems to me like it's a little more, I don't know. I don't know. I like it better. I'll just leave it at that. I like it better. Twitch sometimes is a little bit grainy. Where this here you'll see a little pixelation, but it's really not it's iRacing. The track is a low-grade graphic, and you'll see some pixelation on the track. You usually don't see it on the vehicles because they're high quality, 2048 by 2048, so they're very high quality, but the track is a very low quality. When you're looking at it close up like this here at a stopped, you know, at a still motion, they're still shot, it looks really detailed, but when it's moving on the camera swing, you do see a little pixelation. You got to really know what you're looking for. Enough about all that crap. hopefully enjoy the race here tonight, and looks like we're going to have a good one. They do have 10 minutes of qualifying, so we probably got about 5 minutes to go here. I'm just trying to fill the air with keep you guys entertained here. 1.5 mile oval. As you can see, they're going to be turning almost 2 laps a minute here with a 30-second lap time. So going to be some fast guys out here tonight. Charles Grant Jr. second place, even beating Thomas Keene. Wow, look at that. John Verga, Johnny Reed Foley, Daniel Smallwood, John Batista, Robert Moyer Jr., Roger Wagner. Good to see Roger in the race. Mark Vega. Let's see who's back here. Roger Sievert, Kevin Spaulding, Randall Drake, Ross Cato, Nick Hunt, last of the qualifiers. Craig Hawkins, Scott Russell, Ben Manning, Sean Powell, Mike Vining, Nathan Sedlick, Nick Zotner, Mark Russell, Paul Crumride, Josh Witherspoon, and Zach Miller. So I think we're going to see a good race here tonight. Pretty good sized field here too. Alright, that's going to wrap up qualifying, folks. And we'll get down here to the grid in 1 second. Alright, starting on the pole, Dalton England with a 30.275. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Charles Grant Jr. in second. Thomas Keene starting third. John Verga fourth. Johnny Reed Foley starting fifth. Daniel Smallwood sixth. John Batista seventh. Robert Moyer Jr. in eighth. Roger Wagner ninth. Mark Vega starting 10th. Roger Sievert 11th. Kevin Spaulding 12th. Randall Drake 13th. Ross Cato 14th. Nick Hunt starting 15th. The last of the qualifiers. Starting 16th. Nick Zotner, I believe, brand new to the league, I guess, because I don't remember seeing him before. Sean Powell starting 17th. Josh Witherspoon 18th. Mark Russell 19th. Nathan Sedlick 20th. Zach Miller 21st. Mike Vining 23rd. Scott Russell 24th. Paul Crumride 25th. And Ben Manning starting 26th. And shotgun on the field here tonight, 27th place, is Craig Hawkins. Hey, Mr. Smallwood. Well, let's see if Thomas Keene gave Daniel the right setup tonight. Just kidding. Just kidding. I've already been picking on him, busting his chops about it. So, boy, nice sized field here tonight. Wow, looks like about 26, 25 drivers take to the grid. So that's pretty awesome. That's a nice sized field. Well, thankfully they got trading paints working just moments before I went live. I tried it with 13 minutes before I went live, and they had it working. So, whew, that was cutting it right down to the wire. Apparently, it's been down most of the afternoon and evening. So, but they got it back up. I know these guys really take a lot of pride in their paints, and I want them to show up. But you know, I mean, it's kind of out of my hands if it's not working. Not much I can do about it. All right, we're about to unleash them here. Dalton, England, going to bring them to the green flag here with Charles Grant Jr. on the outside. Pace car's in, and we have a green. Well, not wasting any time, Thomas Keene already goes into the second spot, getting around Charles Grant Jr. We've got some more passing back here. It looks like John Berga. No, that'd be Johnny Reed Foley. Berga goes high, and Foley gets around him. Now Daniel Smallwood slipping into that slot, goes into fifth. Following right along behind him, John Batista. Boy, Berga's just got up on that high side and cannot get back down. And that's just opening the door for everybody to freight train by him. Now on the inside, Robert Moyer. He will go into 8th. Berga goes back to 9th real quick. Looks like Scott Russell did not show up tonight. All right, back up front here. I wanted to, while these guys are going around here, I was going to go over the points real quick. Thomas Keene comes into tonight with a 23-point advantage over Daniel Smallwood. Scott Russell, which is not here tonight, or I guess he is here. I don't know if he's here or not. I guess he is. He will be in third, 58 points back. Stephen Pearson, which did not show up tonight, is in fourth. He is 102 points back. Josh Witherspoon, fifth. He's 102 points back, tied with Stephen Pearson. Randall Drake, sixth. Charles Grant Jr., seventh. Nathan Sedlick, 8th. Jeff Porter, 9th. And Galen Gidman rounding out the top 10. That's in the points coming into tonight, folks. Yeah, Scott Russell, I think, is having some blinking problems or something. Having some internet issues. So hopefully he gets that straightened around. Hey, Calvin. I hope he gets that straightened around. And Craig Hawkins looks like he is just taken off from pit road. He's going to be starting 3 laps down already. Yeah, Scott Russell is out there on the track. He is blinking like crazy, though. Must be having some internet problems. Well, Thomas Keene all over the back of Dalton, England. Taking a look inside. Thought better of it, because that would have been bad if he would have stuck that nose in there and Dalton, England would have been there. That could have possibly wrecked both of them. Charles Grant, third place. Foley, fourth. Roger Wagner goes into 7th. I'm really surprised to see Roger in there tonight. I'm glad he is. I tried to get him to join me in the booth, but He didn't even answer me. I don't know why he didn't answer me to let me know that he was racing. You know, that would have been nice for you to say, no, I can't join you in the booth tonight because I'm racing. But he didn't even say that. I'm just busting his chops. Robert Moyer in 8th place. Still watching the front here. Keene is still all over Dalton England. And boy, I'll tell you, these guys have pulled away a long ways from Charles Grant. He is 1.7 seconds back, and England gets into the wall, and that opens the door for Thomas Keene to get in there. Dalton just looked like he just drove it hard into the wall. So Thomas Keene will get the lead that lap. He needs that to try to maintain that point lead he's got over Daniel Smallwood. And we have a caution, folks. Oh, Roger Wagner. Oh, that's going to leave a mark. That did leave a mark on the wall, too. Let's go back and see what happened to Roger here. Takes it down on that apron. And when he comes back up on, he loses it on that transition. Ow. That's why a lot of leagues, and this is no lie, a lot of leagues do not allow that on certain tracks. This is one of them tracks here that the transition from that apron back up onto the track is atrocious. So there's definitely one you got to watch. So, but Roger's okay. I think he's going to be all right. He's going to be they can get ready to. I'm not sure if they're going to come to pit road. Yes, Thomas Keene is bringing everybody to pit road, folks. Looks like Randall Drake stays out, wants to lead a lap. Technically has not led a lap yet. Oh, we may have had, looks like Dalton's going to sit there and get a little of that damage fixed up. But Randall Drake will be scored as our leader, just has not officially led a lap yet. He'll have to go around and lead that. Looks like Charles Grant will get out second, or get out of pit road first, but he'll be second. Thomas Keene third, Johnny Reed Foley fourth, Daniel Smallwood fifth, John Batista sixth, John Verga seventh, Nick Zotner in eighth, Robert Moyer in ninth, and Kevin Spaulding rounding out the top 10. Let's see if Randall does. No, Randall's going to stay out. That's probably a good call. Track position means a lot out here for these guys. And it looks like Roger Wagner has taken his truck behind pit road. Randall does officially lead a lap, so he will get that bonus point for leading a lap. Taking a look at it, we've had, this is the first caution of the race. We've had 2 lead changes. And I'm kind of wondering about Dalton England, what happened to him. He must have got caught speeding on pit road, or he did sit and get that damage fixed up because he did get into the wall a little bit. So he's going to be back in 22nd place. And if he's as fast as he has been, he shouldn't have a problem getting it back up there. All right, well, Charles Grant Jr. going to be starting on the outside of the front row again as they get the one to go. The lights are off on the pace car. We will be going green next time by, folks. Now Charles Grant's blinking a little bit. Whoa. He's going to have to get a hold of that blinking stuff. All right, Keene and Foley in the second row. Foley's been trying to steadily work his way to the front. So let's see what he's got for these guys as they come around here to get the green flag. And the pace car heads for pit road, and we are under green. Let's go, boys. Good start by Keene. Charles Grant Jr. must have been sleeping on that one. And they're 3 wide. Foley, Charles Grant, and Daniel Smallwood. Smallwood underneath Foley for 3rd place. Has not completed the pass just yet. It looks like he is going to do it. Gets a great run here and sucks right up on the back bumper of Thomas Keene. Now Keene looking to get by the high side of Randall Drake. I don't know if he can make that work up there or not. We'll see. Oh! No caution. Oh, now there's a caution. Looks like they're wrecking behind him. So let's go see what happened back here, back in the field. Looks like Kevin Spaulding involved in that. We'll find Kevin here. Let me get to him real quick. He is going to get caught up in that. And I think it was when he's seen Keene getting a little sideways, it might have kind of freaked these guys out a little bit. I know it would me. As you'll see Keene get I think he got some net coating off the side of Randall Drake there. Looks like he got down there really close, trying to get some side draft or what. I don't really know, but and he starts to spin, and I think some of these guys behind him checked up a little bit. And when Spaulding checked up, it looks like Robert Moyer gets into the back of Kevin Spaulding. So that's actually what brings the caution out right there. Because the caution never flew until Spaulding started spinning sideways right in front of traffic. So that's technically what brought the caution out. All right, they're all heading for pit road. Smallwood going to stay out. And he leads the lap. Pit road, pretty busy place right now. A lot of these guys coming down pit road here to freshen up them tires, get 4 fresh feel goods and a full tank of fuel. Keene, he's going to be sitting there. Looks like he's going to sit there for a little while, get some of that damage fixed up. Foley's away. Robert Moyer Jr.'s away. Mark Russell. A lot of these guys now getting off pit road. But Smallwood staying out. So Charles Grant Jr. again will start on the outside of that front row. Has been denied every start so far in this race. Has yet to lead a lap, but I won't count him out yet. He's a pretty good driver. Yes, sir, for Mr. Feelgoods. Hey, Scott. You could be over here helping me tonight, buddy. Just kidding you. So Batista will be starting third. I'm going to try to see if I can get a word in here with John Batista. John Batista, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, John, you're going to be starting third. How's the racing been out there? I know that you've had a couple of cautions, but how's the racing been for you?
For the most part, it's been pretty clean. Just that last incident there, they've been dicing it up pretty good up there up front. But me, Daniel, Charles, just been hanging out, waiting for all that to settle.
Well, it looked to me like there may have been a little bit of net coding there between Randall Drake and Thomas Keene, because they were a couple of feet apart. I know you probably couldn't see it from where you were at, but as I went back and watched it in the replay, it looked like some net coding involved in that. And I don't know, we've been seeing that a lot lately. I don't know if that's something with the iRacing servers or what's going on there. Maybe internet issues, could be storms, winter is coming. You could go on and on and on about it. But have you got a good setup here for tonight? You think you could get up there and lead a lap?
Yeah. To be honest, I brought nothing to the table this week. I actually just joined this Checkers or Wreckers tonight, so I just grabbed the setup and practice tonight. But from what they've told me so far, it's pretty good on a long run. So I haven't practiced with it, so we'll see, I guess.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, good luck out there, John. We'll be watching you, buddy.
Thanks, Rudy.
I think I put him in the right channel. Yeah, I did. Okay, doubled up, ready to go back green. Daniel Smallwood in command of this restart. Charles Grant Jr. on the outside. Then we got Batista. And I can't tell who that is. Looks like John Berga going to be starting in fourth. Second caution of the race, but we're about ready to go back green here, folks. And the pace car makes that hard left turn. And Smallwood on the throttle. Boy, Charles Grant Jr. sleeping at the wheel again. Might be by design, though. I think Batista slips in there, takes that second spot away. Here comes Mark Vega to the bottom inside John Berga. And he will take up the fourth position. Ross Cato mixing it up now side by side with John Berga. Dalton England back into the hunt here, folks. Look at this. He's back up to sixth. That says a lot about that team. They've been hard at work trying to, do things to get that team back up to the front. Cato back to sixth now. Foley in seventh. John Berga goes back to eighth. Zachary Miller, ninth. We were watching Zach last night. He had a great run last night in the Gen 6 series. And Paul Crumry, 10th place. Back up front, Daniel Smallwood pulling away from John Batista by a little. About 4/10 of a second back to John. 3/10. Well, what a gaggle of trucks back here, folks. This is, oh man, this is a nightmare right here. I mean, there's no other word for it. It's a nightmare. Nathan Sedlick goes into 11th. Kind of stuck up on the high side, but he's on the high side, on the outside of John Berga right now. Mark Russell goes back to 12th. And he's just like nowhere to go right now. All he can do is just ride along for the time being. He does go into 11th as he gets by Nathan Sedlick. That's quite a pack of trucks right there, folks. Looks like all the way from Ross Cato back is quite the pack of trucks. Randall Drake working his way through at the tail end of that big group right there in 15th position. Nick Zonter in 16th. Josh Witherspoon picking his way through the field in 17th. Nick Hunt on the outside of Thomas Keene. And it looks like he's going to take that position away from Thomas. Thomas is going to have some pretty, I think he's got some pretty heavy damage on that truck right at the moment. He did kind of flat spot the side of it, so, and he did sit on pit road and get some damage fixed, but I don't know if it was enough. Somebody on pit road I just seen. Looks like Roger Sievert coming to pit road. Not liking something. But Mike Vining gets by Thomas Keene. Now Keene gets back around, trying to get back around on the high side. Vining actually still side by side, hasn't completed that pass on Keene. Keene's holding him off pretty good right there. He does get some good runs off of that high side. And we have a new leader, folks. John Batista taking the lead away from Daniel Smallwood. And he will get a bonus point for leading a lap. These guys are winding down the season here, folks. Just a couple of races left in the season. The last race of the season will be double points. So definitely going to have to watch that race. And that will be, give me a second here. I can tell you where that's going to be. For the truck series, I'm talking. See, they go to, next week they go to New Smyrna, and then they will end up at Texas in the trucks. So that's going to be an interesting finish to the season at Texas. I'm looking forward to it very much. I think it's going to be an awesome race for them guys. And that's the whole thing, double points. Smallwood back to the lead. And here comes Charles Grant Jr. to the inside of John Batista. Not able to make it stick, though. Dalton England in fourth, reeling these guys up. Served that pit road penalty, got some damage fixed. Not sure exactly what. I think it was just damage he got fixed. Started back at the back of the field and has worked his way back toward the front, back in fourth place. That is our pole setter right there, Dalton England. Foley, fifth place. Zach Miller goes into sixth. Mark Russell in seventh. He finally breaks that top 10, bringing Paul Crumry right along with him. Oh, looks like Mark may have got into the wall. Got into that wall coming off of turn 2, and that'll let Paul Crumry go by. John Berga and Nick Zotner. I'll get that out. I got to practice that one. Zotner to the bottom. Looks like he has some damage on the left front corner, and that's usually a sign of getting into somebody. He may have gotten caught up in one of those wrecks that they've had. So, and Nathan Sedlick in 11th, getting back up. Ross Cato looking to the inside. Not sure if he's going to have enough horses to get by him or not. I'm not sure Nathan, yeah, I don't think Nathan's just going to pull over and let him go by. So, and right there, Ross had to get out of it or they would have got collected together. It's a good run by them guys. Yeah, Roger Sievert has taken his behind the wall. So we've had 2 retirees, folks. Roger Wagner and Roger Sievert. Dalton England for second. Wow. Look at the ponies that boy's got. Horses, whatever you want to call it. He has come from the back of the field, back up to second place. Now Foley to the inside of him. Foley a little loose coming off of turn 4, but he is going to maintain second place for now. Smallwood just out there in cruise mode, about 8 seconds ahead of Foley. Oh, he's doing much better tonight, Mr. Smallwood, than he was last night. You need to keep that booze away from him. Just kidding. Dalton England goes back around Johnny Reed Foley and into second. Here comes John Batista. He tries to get a run on Foley. Looks like he takes it to the bottom inside of Foley. Not sure if he's going to be able to complete that pass or not. Yes, he does. All right, so Batista back in third. Foley tried to maybe get a run there to go back by him, but not going to happen. Go back in the field here a ways. Let's see a good battle back here between Mark Russell and Nick Zotner. Zotner goes to the bottom after Russell got back by him. Now he goes back. He tried, but could not complete that pass. And here comes, I guess that was a lap car there, excuse me. That was Robert Moyer. He's been on pit road. He is a couple of laps down. And looks like he's going to drive by these guys with ease with those four fresh tires on it. He's back in 21st place. Craig Hawkins looks like he has retired, I guess. Nope, there he is. Blinking, I guess. What's going on? But he's back 22nd place. Looks like he started on pit road today, and he's about 5 laps down. Smallwood still trying to take the most laps here tonight, trying to steal that away from Keene. And we have a caution. Ben Manning going around. Oh, that's going to end it right there. Ouch. Craig Hawkins with nowhere to go. Let's ride along with Craig here real quick. I want to see. That was just insane right there, folks. He just comes around the corner right here, and after Ben spins, you know, and the thing of it is, it's kind of a self-cleaning track here, but Ben slides right back up onto the track, and Craig just didn't know whether to go right or left, and it's like, oh, ouch. He hit him hard right there, folks. Poor guys, man. Tough break for them boys, I'm telling you. They can't win for losing sometimes. Well, let's see if Smallwood brings them to pit road here. And yes, he is bringing them all to pit road. Yeah, that was a pretty brutal hit right there, I'm telling you. gonna say I don't know if Craig, Ben. I'm gonna see if I can get a word in with Ben Manning here real quick. But Daniel Smallwood does beat everybody off the pit road. No, Dalton England will come off pit road first. Let me see if I can get a word in with Ben Manning. He is still sitting on pit road getting damage fixed. Ben Manning, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, Rudy.
Boy, what a nightmare that was, huh?
Man, I just thought I had something. I was just trying to save it. And by saving it, I was driving off too hard, you know, 'cause I was easing down into the corner, and so I burned up the right rear, and then I couldn't drive the damn thing.
Well, tough break for you and Craig Hawkins. Craig, he just had nowhere to go. You kind of come right back up onto the track in front of him, and it looks like that's ended his night. And probably, I don't know, you think you're going to be able to get back out there?
Well, if we were going for points, I would definitely get back out there. I'm in the decision-making process as of now. I'm not sure. We might get back out there, turn a few laps, and see what happens.
Very good, very good. All right. Well, yeah, it was just one of them things when you spun like that. It just tough break for both of you, and obviously Craig just with too much damage to continue. And hopefully you can get it back out there, Ben, and turn some more laps. Hey, every position counts, right?
That's the truth, Rudy. Appreciate it, man.
All right. Good luck. Yeah, that was a very hard hit. When you see a truck like that T-bone, it's just, oh, that was brutal. That was totally brutal, folks. Hate it. I hate it for Craig. I mean, it was just nowhere for him to go, you know. That pretty much ended his night. And I was going to talk to him, but I guess he's left TeamSpeak, so I guess I won't be able to talk to Craig. I just wanted to talk to him and ask him if he's all right and, you know, how everything went with that, and just tell him, you know, hey, it was nothing he could do about it. But he's gone. Well, hopefully everybody's enjoying the show tonight. Just to let you know, I did take the hit yesterday and got Windows 10. And it's a whole lot different broadcasting, and I'm really liking it so far, knock on wood. I haven't had any issues. It seems to be pretty smooth, and everything seems to be working okay. Really nothing changed, you know. Just went from Windows 7 Pro to Windows 10 Pro. So, but I like it. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's for everybody. You know, maybe some people might not like Windows 10. Some people are really kind of holding off on taking that leap there. But, you know, I just finally, I knew it was going to be coming down to it. And I wanted to get it while it was still free. And I had Windows 7 Pro, so that kind of locks you in to get Windows 10 Pro for free. So, all right, here we go, folks. Pace car makes that hard left turn once again. Dalton England in command, and here we go. Green, green, green. Batista right there in third, and here comes Johnny Reed Foley on the outside. Everybody's got fresh tires. That kind of really makes everybody like Superman out there. Foley drives back around Batista. Crumry. Now he's got Zach Miller. Zach Miller going to drive by Paul Crumry and put him back to the sixth place. Nick Zotner in seventh. Randall Drake moves up to the eighth place. So good run for Randall. Charles Grant Jr. now drives by Mark Vega. Side by side technically. And here comes Thomas Keene up behind these guys as Nathan Sedlick stays way up the hill. The number 18 there of Mark Vega. Checked up just enough that it kind of slowed up Keene. Keene lost his momentum. Yeah, it's too bad. I really wanted to talk to Craig Hawkins, but oh well. These guys always want me to talk to them, and then they leave, so I can't talk to them. You know, and hard for me to talk to him if he ain't in TeamSpeak. Smallwood second, Foley third, Batista fourth, and Zach Miller rounding out the top 5. Let's go back in the field here a ways. I want to go back and check on Scott Russell. I know he was blinking earlier. He's the last one on the lead lap. He's still blinking. Comes up behind Mike Vining. Boy, he just completely gone right there. He just blinked out. I hope he gets that fixed for his sake. He's just gone, folks. Wow. Yeah, Scott Russell is just gone. Kevin Spaulding up high. Josh Witherspoon underneath him for position. Not able to do it just yet because Kevin Spaulding is pretty tough on that high side. Witherspoon is going to make it that time. He does make it stick. Washes up the hill almost in front of Kevin Spaulding. But he does complete the pass on it. Nothing really changing so far. Charles Grant Jr. in 9th, looking to the inside of Randall Drake. It looks like he is going to drive it into turn 3. Still side by side with Randall. And he's still blinking too. Doggone these guys. What's up with that blinking stuff? Charles right down on that low line though, trying to get a run, and Randall Drake is just not going to give that up without a fight, I can tell you. You know, it took him a while to get up there, and it's been hard racing to get to that point. And there, I guess he finally is going to give up that spot. Randall Drake. And then we have Dalton England in the lead here, folks. 0.4 tenths or 4/10 of a second ahead of Daniel Smallwood. Foley really working hard to try to reel them guys in. At least he's got himself a podium seat here today so far. Crumry and Zotner going at it. And it looks like Zotner is going to get by Crumry with Paul back to 7th place. Nathan Sedlick gets by Randall Drake, goes into 9th. And he's not done yet. He's going to drive right around Charles Grant Jr. Charles way up the hill, and here comes Randall Drake to the bottom. Not able to do it. Good racing right here, though, guys. This is good racing. Really awesome racing. Mark Russell on the outside. Now he wants a piece of the action. Takes it 3. Almost looks like he was going to take it 3 wide. Well, I'm glad we got Trading Paints working so we could see Mark Russell's farm truck there that he's running. Looks like Scott Russell has, I'm looking at it, it looks like he has taken it behind the wall, maybe just too many internet issues. Ben Manning is back out on the track, folks. It looks like he's got his truck pretty much fixed up. Good deal. Back at 21st place, but hey, you pick up a position from Scott Russell anyhow. But Dalton England out front. The Mittler brothers. I think they were good friends with the Smith brothers, I think. Cough Drop Boys, Mittler brothers, yeah. No, I'm kidding. I got a pretty dry sense of humor, folks. Pretty dry. Smallwood in second. Foley still in third, but look who's coming right up on his tail. John Batista. Ooh, a little wiggly coming off of turn 4, though. Advanced Auto Parts. And Lucas Oil. See, we wouldn't have seen that if they wouldn't have got Trading Paints working. So, thankfully, they got that fixed. Randall Drake getting around Charles Grant Jr. goes back into 9th. We've got a side-by-side battle here between John Verga and Thomas Keene. Well, that's pretty cool. He's got Chicago Land Speedway right on his truck. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Very cool idea, John. I like that. Well, a couple more laps. We're going to be at the halfway mark here, folks. It's still Dalton England by a second out front. Nathan Sedlick on pit road. Not sure what's going on with him, but... And Scott Russell's back out on the track. Let's just hope he's got that internet fixed, whatever was going on. Robert Moyer 1 lap down. Last one on the lead lap, Mike Vining. We're at 20 seconds behind the leader here in the Cummins Toyota. That's not to be confused with my name. I got a G in the end there. Mine's Cummings. A lot of people call me Rudy Cummins, but that's fine. I don't care. As long as they don't call me late for dinner. Now 1.3 second lead over Daniel Smallwood. And Smallwood's got about a second lead over Johnny Reed Foley. Lockdown Racing. That's a team that Foley's on now. Zach Miller, Bass Pro Shop, Chevrolet. Ooh, Keene getting by Charles Grant. Not sure what's going on with Charles Grant Jr., but he is slipping back. Witherspoon getting by him now. What's going on with Charles Grant Jr.'s truck? He was, just blinked out again. Maybe that's why. Yes, Dalton England is, being an alien out here tonight. Coming from clear back in the field. He got into the wall earlier in the race. Got a little damage on that truck, sat on pit road, got it fixed up, started way back in the field. He was 22nd in the field. And he is, through cautions and, passing people, he's got himself right back into the lead. So that says a lot about the driving that Dalton's doing out there. He is definitely showing a lot of muscle here tonight. Smallwood 1.8 seconds back. Foley across the grass. What the heck was that, Foley? Whoa. Wow, good save, but holy smokes. He almost come back up onto the track in front of Nick Zotner. I'll bet you Nick was a little feared for his life right there. Crumry passes him as well. So Foley will go back to 6th. Mark Russell 7th and Randall Drake 8th. Verga 9th and Witherspoon 10th. Oh, Verga a little out of shape. Oh, he's still trying to save it. He's going to drop a couple of positions. He is still trying to save it. He's just not having good luck with it right now. He needs to hit the brakes. Okay, he comes back up onto the track, but he is clear back in 15th position, folks. Holy smokes. Whoa. Tough break for John Verga. Well, he's still got lots of racing to go, though. He can get it back up there. Now he's got Kevin Spaulding on his tail. Kevin driving the police truck, police Toyota. He does get by John Verga. Verga's got to really kind of baby it for a little while, get them tires cooled off. I'm sure they're extremely warm and not liking that truck too well right now. Smallwood 2.1 seconds back. And Zach Miller 3.1 seconds back. So he is looking to do everything he can to get up there and race it up with Daniel Smallwood. Nick Zotner goes into 4th. And Crumry, what a race for Paul Crumry tonight. Man, he has come from back in the field. I was going to look and see where he started from tonight. Started 25th tonight. And here he is running in 5th. Wow, what a job. What a driver, I'm telling you. Foley still trying to recuperate from that near spin, taking it down across the grass. Mark Russell not that far behind Foley. And Randall Drake in 8th. I'm seeing Scott Russell, he is dropping connection out of TeamSpeak here, so definitely must be having some internet issues. But he does have himself caught back up to the 19th position. And he's in an old farm truck as well. Kind of a twin to his brother Mark's truck. Mark running up in the 7th place. He's starting to close on Foley. These guys ought to be looking at pit stop. Oh, Foley again. He just loves that grass. Well, I'm back up onto the track. He's going to fall in behind. Oh, and he may not be done yet. Really trying to. Oh, man. Wow. I'll bet you he was just sawing on that wheel in there, folks. He's going to get passed up by Josh Witherspoon. man, I'm telling you, that was a little excitement. And Nick Zotner coming to pit road. One of the first ones breaking off to come to pit road. This probably will be his final pit stop, because he'll have about 50 to go, and I think that's about the limit that they can get on fuel, about 50 laps. Boy, that's a long time to go on the same set of tires, but four tires, full of fuel, and he's away. So we'll just keep an eye on the leaders. We'll see when they're going to come to pit road anytime here. Zotner will go back 16th place, 1 lap down. Well, Dalton's led 42 laps so far in this race, most so far of anybody, and he hasn't clinched the title for the most yet. Oh, we have a caution, folks. Foley losing it again. So let's go see what happened here to Foley. He is really loose in 3 and tries to pinch it down coming off of 4. And again, he goes out across the grass, but this time he's going to come right back up onto the track in front of cars. So, and boy, that had to have been a heart stopper right there for a lot of these drivers that were coming by and seen that right in front of them. He sat there and let them all pass safely before he moved. So that's pure sportsmanship right there. You got to do that. All right, let's see if they come to pit road this time. I'm sure a lot of these guys are going to welcome this, because this will probably be their final pit stop. Now the good news was Nick Zotner was just on pit road, so he will probably go by. I don't think he's going to stop again. He may just to kind of ensure that he is going to have enough fuel, and probably to freshen up them tires. He had a couple of laps on them. All right, so our pole sitter, Dalton England, Daniel Smallwood, all these guys coming to pit road. Take a look at it real quick here. This is caution number 4, folks. Charles Grant Jr. coming to his pit stall, has to back up. That's the kind of stuff that costs you. A great run off of pit road here, Dalton England. I'm going to try to get a word in. Looks like Mark Russell will come out 4th. Let me see if I can get a word in with Mark Russell. Mark Russell, you got a copy?
I do, Rudy.
How's your truck running for you tonight, Mark?
She's been pretty good. I got her in the wall once, just overdriving it, trying to run through the pack here. We've been starting in the back, so just trying to be patient going through the field here, and got in the wall a little bit, but we got that fixed. Back up here in the top 5, so let's see what we can do here, huh?
Well, I'm glad they got trading paints working so we could see the farm truck in action out there, because believe me, it's a lot better looking than the stock paint job. I love the old farm truck. Well, you're running good starting in 4th here, and the guys are pretty fast up there. Are you saving anything back, or you just got the hammer down trying to keep up?
Yeah, just like I said, I've been patient kind of coming through the field here. It's been kind of tough, judging the speed of guys around you, and then also trying to save some tires. You get big wear fall off here on these tires, Rudy.
Oh, boy. Yeah, wow. Well, we've seen Foley across that grass there, I don't know, I think 4 times we've seen him slipping off of turn 4. Is turn 4 really that treacherous?
For me, I'm just turn 2, so.
Ah, okay.
So, no, I can't say I'm having trouble in turn 4.
Okay, well, I think it looked like he was kind of trying to pinch it down off of the wall too much, and it just come around on him. Well, good luck out there, Mark, and we're going to be watching you to see if you can get it into victory lane tonight. But I'm going to tell you what, you got 3 fast guys right ahead of you. They're going to be tough to get by.
Well, me and Dalton worked on the set this week, so we got the same piece. So I can see if I can get up there at second at least.
Yeah, he's pretty fast. So, all right, good
He
luck,
is
Mark.
for such a young guy.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Rudy.
All right, good luck. Well, let's see if Mark can get up there with his teammate Dalton England. He said they're running the same setup. We've got a couple of guys that did stay out. Looks like they will get the iRacing wave by. That would be Nick Zotner. He will be back on the lead lap. John Verga and Ben Manning will get a wave by as well. So good job by these guys. But that's going to put a couple more guys back on the lead lap. Nick Zotner and John Verga. Awesome. All right, 1 to go here, folks, and we will be going back green. Boy, chat got pretty quiet. What's going on? Everybody fall asleep? Am I that boring? Sorry, I don't mean to bore you to death. Wow. I don't mean to bore you to sleep. I know Mr. Smallwood's there. All right, folks, here we go. Pace car's in. Boy, Dalton did not waste a second of time. Great start. Smallwood goes right into second immediately. Zach Miller at third. Paul Crumry still in 5th place, right behind Mark Russell. And look at Randall Drake picking up the spots out here on the track tonight. Very fast pit stop too, 15 seconds flat. Pretty good pit stop. Keene in 7th. He's had a tough road to hoe here, coming back up toward the front. Got that damage after hitting the wall there earlier. And John Batista 8th, Charles Grant Jr. 9th, and Mark Vega 10th. Ross Cato 11th, Johnny Reed Foley 12th, and we got one across the grass. Trying to catch up to him, Paul Crumry. I don't think that's what brought the caution out, but let's go back and see here. Oh, Randall Drake gets into him. Oh, that's what did it right there. Oh, tough break for these guys, but I still don't think that's what actually brought the caution out. I think because he was down on the grass. I'll watch this for a minute here and see. See, this is where Randall got into the side of him. Okay, so Paul's sideways. Now let's see what happens to Randall here. Randall's okay. Keene's okay. Everybody's okay here. I don't really know what brought the caution out on that, folks. I don't know. Because that shouldn't have brought the caution out. Oh well. It did. We're good to go. Back up front. Well, good news for Ben Manning. He gets another wave by. Good news for Nick Zotner and John Verga. They get to come to pit road now and get 4 fresh tires. And we've just got about 40 to 41 to go here. Well, let's see. No, Dalton still has not clinched the most laps led tonight because Daniel's led 23, and technically there's enough laps left that Daniel could, if he got out to the front and led the rest of the race, that he could actually lead the most laps. So looks like we have another retiree from the race, Nathan Sedlick, taking his truck behind the wall. So we're down to 20 drivers left in the track. All right, we get the one to go. Everybody going to be doubling up now. Lights are off on the pace car. We'll be going green next time, folks. Take a look at the race summary. This is caution number 5 for 19 laps. And we've had 6 lead changes. Okay, pace car on pit road, and Dalton England again does not waste any time on that throttle. Randall Drake to the inside of Mark Russell. And it looks like he's going to complete that pass on Mark Russell. Now Thomas Keene tries it. Mark's up on that high side, can't get down to the bottom of the track, is going to get trapped up there. And everybody's going to freight train by him. John Batista now tucked up under the bumper of Thomas Keene. He wants in there too. Foley, 8th place. Keene unable to pass Mark Russell right now. Opens that bottom up to John Batista. Batista driving it in here pretty hard. And he is going to beat Keene at the line. Takes over 6th. Good driving by John Batista. Smallwood 1/10 of a second off the bumper there of Dalton England. And Mark Russell gets around Randall Drake to go back in 4th place. Berga, Charles Grant, Ross Cato, these guys all battling back here for position. And folks, we are 3 wide going into the turn. Berga to the bottom. Cato seen what was going to happen there and backs out of it. That was a smart move by Ross Cato. He's seen what was going to happen there. This is not a 3 wide track. Just because of the tires. I mean, you can do it. Don't get me wrong, you can do it, but it's pretty. It takes a pretty steady hand. Ross goes back to 14. And he comes up underneath Paul Crumry. Crumry to the high side right in front of Charles Grant Jr. Crumry beats Cato to the line by about a foot. Robert Moyer Jr. in here. He is in the mix of things. Got a lot of damage on the front of his truck, but he's running all right for right now. Charles Grant, Josh Witherspoon 16th, Kevin Spalding 17th. Mike Vining, last one on the lead lap in 18th place. Looking back to Daniel Smallwood from Dalton, England, our leader. You can see the pressure that Daniel Smallwood is keeping England in. And those two are not teammates. Zach Miller still hanging on to third. Mark Russell fourth, and John Batista starting to close in on Mark Russell. He's right there. He can smell the draft, I can tell you that. About the same as Smallwood and Dalton, England up in the front here. Looking for some more battles here. It looks like Mark Vega and Charles Grant Jr. battling it up. Grant Jr. on the inside, but boy, is he ever blinking. Charles Grant Jr. does get around Mark Vega to go into 14th. Vega back to 15th. Foley working on the bumper of Randall Drake. We've got about 28 laps to go, folks, at the line. Mark Russell gets passed up by John Batista. It was inevitable that was going to happen. Mark does have a little bit of damage on the front of his truck, and that could be affecting how the truck is handling and how the speed of it too could be affecting. So, and John Batista's truck's pretty clean. He's kept it pretty clean today. Mark's using that draft, though, to stay right with Batista. Just mirroring every move he makes on the track. What you got to do is to stay in that draft. Either waiting for his tires to come in or Batista's tires to fall off. I don't know which. Zotner in 6th place. Foley does get around Randall Drake and goes into 7th. Whoa, about cut the nose of Randall Drake off, but he caught it. Randall probably not too happy about that. Oh, Foley gonna go around. That brings out the caution. Let's go back and watch that because I'm not sure if there was any contact there or not. Let's get down here right close. Watch from Foley's back bumper here. He comes up right in front of Randall Drake. Dives it to the bottom. And there may have been some touch in there, a little bump. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can get a better view on this. I don't know. Let me go back here and see one more time from Randall Drake's car. Let's go to the rear chase view here. Let's see if there was any contact made whatsoever. Technically, no, but there could have been a little net coating involved in that too. They were just inches apart right there. I mean, you can see it was like, what, 6 inches, 4 inches apart. So I don't believe he contacted him. So, you know, if he did, it was totally unintentional. So, all right, our leader bringing everybody to pit road. This probably will be their final pit stop because we've only got a handful of laps to go here, folks. Everybody wants new tires, though. Oof. And again, Charles Grant Jr. slides through his pit and has to back up. Very costly for him. He's been having a lot of problems on the track with that. So let me see if I can get a word in with Charles. Charles Grant Jr., you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Rudy.
You've been having a lot of troubles tonight, Charles, with sliding through your pit stall. What's going on?
I don't know. Forgot what the break was, I guess.
I'm not picking on you, brother. I'm just something to talk about, you know. So you just think it's maybe a braking issue, or, you know, because we've seen Keen had that problem last night where his brake would kind of lock up. Is it you're just coming in there a little too hot, maybe, or you don't know?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I never really ran pit stops here before, so I just
Okay.
kept sliding through.
Well, you've been having a pretty good up and down night tonight. Now it looks like you're going to be way back in 17th place. Did you stay on pit road long enough to get a little damage fixed?
Yeah, I had 30 seconds of optional from, I forgot when. I didn't fix it last time because I didn't think it would be a big deal, but after that last run, did nothing but go the other way, so.
Yeah, we were watching. It just seemed like you just kept dropping off and dropping off. Everybody seemed like they had like 10 extra more horsepower than you had, you know. So it definitely was showing its signs of you know, wear on your vehicle anyhow. Well, you know, I know you haven't been up there to lead, but you've started second a lot of times tonight on these restarts and just been denied that chance to get up there and lead a lap. But these guys are pretty fast out there. Are you as fast as they are? Have you got anything for them?
I think it was at the beginning, but then this thing just got really loose. I made some adjustments, and I'm hoping it'll snug it up, but I don't know, I'll see what happens. I'm going to drive right through these guys as best I can.
All right, buddy. Well, good luck. We'll be watching you.
All right.
Okay, so John Batista will be starting second, Smallwood third, Zach Miller in fourth, Zotner's fifth, Randall Drake sixth, Johnny Reed Foley seventh, Mark Russell eighth, John Berga ninth, and Ross Cato 10th. I think they got the one to go. Yes, they got the one to go. We'll be doubling up here, getting back to green next time. Bye, folks. Well, Dalton has technically sewed up the most laps led tonight. Nobody can beat that. Even if Daniel led the rest of the laps, he would only have about 44 laps. So Dalton has led the most laps tonight with 70 laps. Pretty dominating performance here tonight for sure. All right, folks, here we go. This could be the last green flag start here. Pace car's in. And again, Dalton England doesn't waste any time. Smallwood taking up second spot on the inside of John Batista. And look at Johnny Reed Foley making it 3 wide and driving by Nick Zotner and Zach Miller. And he goes right into fourth. Zotner did not want any part of that 3 wide stuff. Randall Drake 7th. Now we got Paul Crumry on the inside of John Verga. That is for position. And it looks like Crumry beat Verga to the line that time and will go into 8th. Mark Russell rounding out the top 10 now to the inside of John Verga. Got to give these tires about a lap or 2 to get warmed back up. Oh, Verga out of shape there. He's going to go way back. Smallwood back in 2nd. But, Verga goes back to 15th place. Keene in 16th. Again, Smallwood trying to chase down Dalton England, but Dalton has just been so dominating out there today. He's been keeping Smallwood behind him the whole time. Smallwood just, he did lead 23 laps earlier. Now he looks to the inside, but England closes that door right in his face. Batista with a great run, looking at a podium finisher tonight. 17 laps to go, folks. Foley 4th. Holding off Zotner and Miller. Zotner gets a great run down the backstretch and going into turn 3. Pulls right up beside Foley. Wants that position badly. And it looks like he may complete that pass. I don't know. They get together almost. Wow. Now's not the time to be being roughhousing out here, boys. Not this close to the end. Two more races in the season here, folks. And you're definitely going to want to watch the last one. Crowning the champion, but it all can change with double points. That is double points night. That will be at Texas. Back up front. Dalton England still holding off Daniel Smallwood for the time being. Run back through the field one time here tonight. Dalton England led 78 laps with our pole sitter, and he is running in first. Daniel Smallwood started 6th, running in 2nd, led 23 laps. John Batista started 7th, running in 3rd, has led 3 laps. Nick Zotner now in 4th place. Got a little damage on the left front corner of that truck. Doesn't seem to be affecting the speed of it any. Started 16th, running in 4th. Zach Miller started 21st, running in 5th. Johnny Reed Foley started 5th, running in 6th. Mark Russell started 19th today, and he is running in 7th. Randall Drake started 13th, running in 8th, led 4 laps earlier. Paul Crumry started 25th, running in 9th. Ross Cato started 14th, running in 10th. Josh Witherspoon started 18th, running in 11th. Make that 12th now. Charles Grant Jr. started 2nd tonight. Had internet problems. He's been up and down through the field and is running in 11th. Mark Vega started 10th. Running in 13th. Somebody up against the wall there. I'm not sure who that was. Thomas Keene started 3rd, running 14th, and led 3 laps earlier. Kevin Spaulding started 12th, running in 15th. Mike Vining started 23rd, running in 16th, got a little damage on his truck. Robert Moyer Jr. started 8th, running in 17th. I think that was Verga that was up against the wall because he is out of the race now. He's technically started 4th, running 18th. Ben Manning started 26th, running in 19th. And last one out there right now, Scott Russell, started 24th and is showed in 20th, but he's on pit road. Well, that was a trip around the track there, folks, with everybody showing you where they're at. But Batista joining in this battle has caught up to Smallwood. We got a 3-truck pull away here back to 4th place. Nick Zotner is 2.3 seconds behind the leader. Batista putting the pressure to Smallwood right now. Looks to the inside as they come up on some lap traffic. Ben Manning, he stays way up high, lets the leaders go by low. Oh, and he gets into the wall too. Ben Manning does. But he's all right. Smallwood to the inside. Oh, man, so close right there. I don't think you could have put a piece of paper between the front end of Smallwood's truck and the back end of Dalton England's truck. Daniel had a good run right there. Batista, he wants that second place. Let's ride around here one lap with John Batista. Watching that battle up in the front. Oh, they're going to get together. There it is, folks. I think everybody saved it. Well, let's go back and watch this one more time. They're still under green. I think Smallwood kind of come up under Dalton England right here. And Dalton was trying to pinch him down, and Smallwood kind of washes up the hill in front of, or into Dalton England. And boy, right there, Batista gets into Smallwood too. That could have cost him the race. Boy, I'll tell you. Tough break for them boys, but they got it going again. Smallwood's going to go back to 9th. But Zachary Miller now will go into 2nd. And he's chasing Dalton England. Dalton is still the leader. After all that. Wow. That's amazing. Batista will go back to 5th. As he's trying to get back up there. Nobody really got any damage on that. It was just a bump, but it kind of damaged their egos a little bit, I can tell you that. Foley trying to hold off the hard-charging John Batista right now. Batista kind of, I think he's grudge driving. He wants to get back up there. He's mad for all that happened right there, and he's trying to drive the wheels off it right now, doing a crisscross on Foley. Goes to the inside. Goes into 3 pretty hard, and it looks like he's going to take that position away from Foley. Very good race, and now we've got a challenge for the lead up here. Zachary Miller. This is the first time Zach's been to the front. Now let's see if he can hold off Dalton England. Dalton may have got the wind taken out of his sails there a little bit, getting together with Smallwood. And probably superheated them tires on that slide, and that could be why he's just not quite as fast as he was. And he's going to wind up losing this all because of that, folks. After a dominating performance here today, no doubt. 2 laps to go, folks. Zach Miller in the lead. Going to try to bring it to victory lane today. This is wow, this has got to be, I bet you he never thought in a million years that he was going to win this the way it was looking. We'll talk to these guys here in a couple of minutes. But they're coming around to take the white flag, folks. One more lap to go. Dalton England doing everything he can to try to get up there with Zach. I mean, if somebody deserved that win, it would be Dalton England. But I'm going to tell you, he's getting it taken away from him by Zach Miller. One more turn. And here he comes to victory lane, folks. Zach Miller winning it here tonight in Chicagoland, beating the hard driving Dalton England to the line. Nick Zotner finishing third. Congratulations. Wow, what a piece of driving there by Zach Miller. He only led 3 laps, and it was the last three that counted. All right, we'll get these guys up here to the booth with us and talk to them. Zach Miller, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll bet you about 6 laps ago you did not think that you were going to be driving to victory lane today.
No, man, that thing was definitely not in my favor until that little incident happened there.
I'll bet it was, man. But what a job you got around Dalton England. Tell us about that pass.
They were telling me he had bad tires or he damaged or something, and I just, for some reason, I was able to catch him and pass him and luckily hold him off.
Well, I'll tell you what, you did a great job. You only led 3 laps tonight, but it was the most important 3, the last ones. So congratulations.
Thank you very much, man. That's awesome. 2 wins this season, especially with the new team. This is a great way to start off with a new team. I'm very satisfied with this.
Very good, very good. Well, go celebrate, but first, anybody you want to thank tonight?
My whole team, man. Thomas Keene, Daniel Smallwood, Charles Grant, John Batista, Calvin Troy, everybody, man. They just, they're 100% supportive, and I'm thankful that they took me in. And I mean, it's been a good ride so far and a great weekend. So it's good to represent them in victory lane in my second race with them.
Very good. All right, well, thanks for talking with us. So congratulations on your victory. Go celebrate, Zach, and good race.
Thank you very much, man.
Dalton England, you got a copy?
Yeah, I do.
Well, it was your race to lose tonight, Dalton. Getting together with Smallwood there. Do you think that's what cost you the race, or do you think it was just hard racing right there?
Nah, it seems like Dill every week never can catch a break. If you can't pass them clean, I mean, I don't know. It was kind of a racing deal, but at the same time, we're all going for it, and I didn't expect him to push up that much. I mean, I gave him half car length. Thought half car length in between us would be all right, but obviously it wasn't, and just didn't get back going fast enough, and well, lost it all there in the last 3 laps, which has pretty much been the story, like I said, all season, every race I've ran, fastest in practice, fastest qualifying, lead pretty much the whole race, and comes down to the end, and something like that happens.
Yep, 89 laps you led tonight, so you did clinch the most laps led, so great job for that. But yeah, it was just one of them deals. I mean, I went back and looked at it, and I know you were trying to keep him pinched down and making him lift off that throttle, and he had a great run there, got up his nose up on the inside of you, and when he washed up, you were right there, and it kind of got who was that got into it with you there?
I believe it was Batista. I don't even know.
Yeah, John Batista. Yeah. So the 3 of you right there all together, and it was really kind of gaggled up, and all 3 of you trying to get to victory lane. It was just hard racing, But you had a great run tonight, Dalton. Congrats on second place. Well deserved. You deserved to win. You definitely were the class of the field out there by far tonight. Just circumstances come out different, and Zach Miller stole it from you.
Yeah, man. Good job to him, man. He was pretty quick the whole night. We had a better long run car. I made an adjustment there at the end, which really put us in the hole, and probably would have never even been where I was, and none of that would have happened. But wore a special bracelet tonight for a person I know battling breast cancer. It's pink. It says we're making strides. It says I'm making strides, actually, and we're making a lot of strides on the track, and so is she. Really want to wish her the best. Means a lot. want to keep going forward with this success lately. It's been a lot of success. We've been building fast cars, coming to the track, being the class of the field, and just never could back it up. But if we ain't winning next week, we're gonna end up on a roof because I've had enough of running clean till the end and losing in the last few laps. So, like I said, if we're not winning next week, we'll be on the roof and get a lot of TV time.
Well, don't go out there and grudge win. We don't want to see that. We want to see some good, clean racing. But definitely a good race tonight, Dalton. Like I said, you deserved the win, but Zachary got it from you, and well deserved. I mean, he drove the wheels off of it. He got by you cleanly and brought the victory lane. But good job out there tonight, and good luck next week. We'll be looking for you. Let's see, they go to New Smyrna.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good track. A lot of short track and racing I've got, so maybe it'll come into effect. But with short track racing, I'd expect to flip over. It's happened in the past, so I don't expect anything less next week. Thanks again, Rudy. Thanks, Randall. Everybody putting this league on. It's been a lot of fun this season.
All right, Dalton. Thanks for talking with us, and go celebrate even though you didn't win.
Yep, thank you.
Well, Nick Zotner, I had him in the booth with me, but apparently he doesn't want to talk to us, so he left. So, all right, well, anyhow, let's get back up here. We'll run down through the results real quick. Zachary Miller coming home with the win here tonight after leading only 3 laps, the last 3. Dalton England, after leading 89 laps there, gets together with Daniel Smallwood, comes home second. Nick Zotner finishing third. John Batista fourth. Johnny Reed Foley fifth. Mark Russell sixth. Randall Drake seventh. Paul Crumry eighth. Daniel Smallwood finishing ninth. Ross Cato into the top 10. Charles Grant Jr. finishing 11th. Josh Witherspoon 12th. Mark Vega 13th. Kevin Spaulding 14th. Mike Vining 15th. Thomas Keene 16th, Robert Moyer Jr. 17th, John Verga 18th, Ben Manning 19th, Scott Russell 20th, Nathan Sedlick 21st, Craig Hawkins 22nd, Nick Hunt 23rd, Roger Sievert 24th, and Roger Wagner finishing 25th tonight. So again, congratulations to Zachary Miller for winning here tonight at IWCR Chicagoland Race. And we will be back tomorrow night for SRA. Till then, folks, stay safe and have a good night.